Y'all like, wait, she's on camera 2 days in a row? I am. I said I was going to try to start coming on camera more over here. We shall see. Um, yeah. Hope everybody slept well last night. Hold on, let me get my uh, starter kit. Hope everyone slept well last night. Hope you're having an amazing morning. Um, Mental health check-in, scale of 1 to 10, still a 10. Yeah, I can't let life change me. I think that's what's happening to a lot of us right now. We're allowing life to dictate who we are, how we respond, and I'm just not built that way. I'm not. Um, and I thank God I'm not wired that way. Give me a second, yeah. I'm trying to. Okay. And I thank God I'm not wired that way. We too often um, go against the grain of how we're wired. Mental health check-in. Let me do all that real quick. Is 10. I feel fine. Have nothing to complain about. Um, and complaining wouldn't change anything anyway. Um, Pain level this morning, a 3, not even a 5. So have no complaints. I'm just gonna keep doing the routine I've been doing and go from there. Sounds like a plan, right? Okay. Um, yeah. So let's get this party started, right? Y'all know this is chronic therapy, coffee, and chat, but I think I changed it to chill, coffee and chat, or coffee, chill, and chat. I don't know. Until I get it figured out, per se. Um, Sorry, y'all. I'm just keep rolling with that. All right. So today's I'm about to put y'all on green screen because I am about to roll. Um, Today's strand is brought to you by. It's gonna be flour infused with hash in Durban poison, glass slipper, Mendo breath, ice water hash infused. 29.58%. Terpenes are limonene, carefulline, and myrcene. This is like it's almost a sativa dominant. It has very little indica in it. So I like how it makes me feel, and it still helps with the pain. So I'm gonna put y'all on green screen so I can go and take care of my business, and then I'll come back off green screen. Let me see what I got. What I got. Hold on, y'all. It's not even. Oh, hold on. I don't know if it's gonna fit though. Let's see. It didn't. I shouted from the mountain tops. Praise God. I want the world to know. We'll roll with this one. Why not? Cool. All right, that works. Now, give me 1 second. Forget y'all. Really green screen ready. Appropriate. Where is my thingamajiggy? All right. All right, it's done. Hey y'all, good morning. Please hit the like button as you come in. I'm about to, do what I gotta do. Y'all hear the crackling and rattling, so you know what that is. I gave you the name already. I didn't give you the mode. The mode will be Dutch Indie. Um, okay. Um, yeah. Pray everybody's well. It's Sunday morning. It's July 13th. Yeah, we are already past the half mark of the year. Um, volume was down a little bit. We're already at the half mark of the year. Past it rather. How y'all feel about that? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like you've done something? Have you reached your goals that you were trying to reach? Yeah, nay. Is my chat on? That's a good question. It should be on. You remember, guys, your privacy in about. It should be on. I hope it's on. But the last time, what was the last time? One time I was on here, y'all, and the chat was not on at all. And I wasn't aware until after the live. But it wasn't a long live, so that worked in my favor. I do have something I want to talk about this morning. And that's why the name of the live is I'm Not Built That Way edition. If you've paid attention to my content, you know that I've been sending out prayers for those that's been dealing with the floods in Texas. But not just Texas, New Mexico, North Carolina, like really praying for them. Because I can only imagine how devastating it is. The thing is, though, we as a society, and hey, please know when I say this, I get it. I understand. Um, the town is considered a sundown town. Um, and for those that don't know what a sundown town is, it means that you better not be black and in that town when the sun goes down. Um, However, that's still not gonna make it okay with me. That little babies are gone because of adults' failure to plan, because of adults' uh, um, failure to plan. Like constantly hearing as things come out, the different things that could have been done to prevent it. And this is before even dealing with what was taken away by the president or whatever. That so much that was not right here. However, I will never rejoice in those children losing their lives. I will never. I don't care. I can't even do it on the back of Emmett Till um, or Philando Castile or just Breonna. I can't do it on the back of them because that's defeating the purpose. That's going backwards. That's ignorance at its best, and that's just me being honest. So I see people are saying it's God's wrath. Um, it was a racist town. It's who they voted for. They put, him in office. Even with the ICE raid, same thing. Oh, they weren't on our side then. That's not a us problem. That's a them problem. Black folk, wake up. It's never an us problem. Baby, we're literally at the bottom of the totem pole. So if they do it to others, they're going to eventually try us. But we're so stuck in the mindset of it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't about me. But it can be you. Right now in Memphis, we're dealing with Elon and all these um, um, uh, supercomputer, whatever things he's trying to put in the city. And he's not just doing it here, it's other places. But y'all ain't concerned about the fact that this one man who's supposed to be a civilian has access to so much government information and is making so many world changes. And we're just kind of going along with it. Ain't nobody gonna stop and be like, "Ugh." We just gonna, and it's not about me trying to stop progress. No. But what I think people don't realize is I was blessed. I tell people all the time, it's blessed. There's a blessing in being a grandmama and a granddaddy's baby. My grandmother lived to be 94 years old. She just passed in 2014. I know history. It will repeat itself. We have a right to ask questions. The Tuskegee experiment is a great example of people thinking they know what they're doing, signing up for it, and then look what the government did to them. We're not past that time. I know we thought we were, but surely y'all can see now we are not. We are not. And when you're dealing with scared people, and they are scared because this is different. There's no way to get a whole multitude of generations to fall in line, to fall in order. So that's not going to happen. But if we as people get to a place where we stop thinking that we're supposed to have power over other people anyway, we'll be better off. If we learn to run ourselves instead of trying to run everybody else, we'll be better off. But nothing on this page is going to speak disparagingly about those people that's dealing with life. I don't care how racist they are. That ain't my business. They could be the grand wizard of the KKK and his whole lineage. That ain't my business. It could have been the grand wizard's grandchildren in the first cabin that flooded and swept those kids away. That ain't my business. I still have an issue with kids losing their life that didn't have to lose their lives. Call me a coon, call me whatever. But those babies did not deserve to lose their lives when they didn't have to. A 90-minute delay in the audio. Not only that, but the little babies were at the bottom of the um I'm sorry, we're in the cabins closest to the water. That within itself is backwards. Why would you put little kids right at the water? But you got the adults up on Senior Hill. Like maybe they can revamp that because that just didn't make sense. But not only that, why not have a system anytime there's a flash flood warning? We're gonna have sleepovers in the top. Like, I don't know. I'm frustrated with it all. But you're not gonna get anger over here. You're not gonna get um me saying good for them. Da, da, da. Nope. This ain't the place for that. I hate that those babies lost their life in such a way. I'm not okay with it. I don't care that they can call us monsters and be okay with us getting shot and gunned down. And it's not who I am. It's not how I'm made. And I'm not going to allow anyone to change me. My heart broke and break for those babies. I don't care that they're affluent. Let's be clear, because somebody put it out there. I mean, y'all worried about them kids, but y'all do know that it was $5,000 for them to even be. I don't give up if it was 50,000. We still have dead children. It's not okay. I don't care how much money their rich parents spent to send them to camp. It's not okay. To hear little boys saying, "I had to swim out of a window," and it's not okay. And I'm never gonna be okay with it. And I'm always gonna speak up. Again, I don't care if they're racist. Ain't my business. Ain't my business. It's not my business. But what I do care about is that so many little kids are gone. That's what I do care about. And it's just how do you get joy? How do you literally sit back and get joy in someone else's pain? It just doesn't make sense to me. But again, I ain't built like that. So I'm not gonna understand it. I'm not gonna. As much as I wanna. I'm not gonna understand it. And then I'm saying as much as I want, but I don't even know if I wanna understand it. Honestly. If I just be real about it for a moment. I'm not a and it's even been compared to how people were treated in Hurricane Katrina. Um, but to see that a lot of their help is coming from Mexico, um, it, whew, and they say God doesn't have a people. Some say God doesn't have a sense of humor. Not only that, even seeing the brothers go down on the horses so that they could go through terrain that cars and things can't get through. That's the America I'm a part of. That's the America I know and love. What's scary is the fact that racism has been so um is covert the word. Like y'all really been holding that in all this time. Like that's why y'all look old real quick. Y'all be holding on to stuff that you don't need to hold on to. You need to let it go. Shoot. That's why y'all be around here 30 years old but looking 50. Holding on to stuff you ain't got to and then wondering why your skin so mm-hmm. Cause I'm sewing good. I'm not sewing bad. Period. You on the other hand, doing a little different. But then again though, my coach, who's like a dad to me, who happens to be a white man, still looks good. Hadn't aged at all. His wife too. Wanna know why? Good people. Like for real good people. And were raised by good people. Yeah, this so long as this ever take me to roll something. He must have these ditches a long time, cause baby, I'll be a protector. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Okay. So you won't hear me speaking negatively. I don't care how much, again, money their parents have. I don't care how affluent they are. I don't care that it's a sundown town. I'm still gonna pray. Because don't get me wrong. If you're racist, you are my enemy. Off top. We ain't cool at all. But the Bible still says, pray for your enemy. Pray for those that despitefully misuse you. When you stop worrying about how it's going to affect others and really you can make different decisions. Okay, give me a second, y'all. I will come back on camera. What was I going to do? You know. Hold on, y'all. She coming. She coming. Drop my medicine. Grab my water. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Mommy shark. Y'all know I'm gonna make myself laugh because I don't make nobody else laugh. Whew, y'all, I got on with nobody's earrings, which I don't think I'm gonna put nobody's earrings on. Yeah, I am. Here's a pair right here. Didn't put my wedding rings on this morning. And I've been trying to do that more because, baby, not y'all all in my DMs and TikToks and Baby, what the song say? I will go looking for that man in the daytime with a flashlight. You feel me? That's just how much I love him. He balances me out really well. I'm not gonna worry about earrings because I got these what you call it, headphones on. Whew, Lord, Lord, Lord. Did you tell the Lord thank you this morning? Or did y'all just wake up? Because I told him thank you. Not only did I wake up, but I was clothed in my right mind. Yes, sir. I didn't know what that clothed in my right mind was until my mind stopped being clothed right for a minute. I was like, oh, so that's what clothed in your right mind means. I need to pull this up to see if my chat is open. Um, let's see. Okay. Am I complete? I am. I can say back then. Hello to the person that's in here. You can speak. Gotta find me a lighter, y'all. I'm sorry. Guess about. Oh, I'll put some lip gloss on. Yeah, give me a big. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, I rolled. I'm back. Thank y'all for waiting on me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Blunt splitter. Ooh, thank you. I thank you. All right. So let's go back to me and my I'm not built like that edition. So y'all not gonna see me excited that those babies went through such a traumatic time. I am thankful that they have the money that they need to get the counseling that they need. Um, and for those that live in the town who obviously isn't as I'm sorry, I know how I want this to do. Who isn't as affluential. This is me trying to okay, I think I got it. Who isn't as affluential um as the kids at the camp. However, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. See, I just feel it's still too close to me. Um, I'm not sorry. Um, it's just how I feel. I'm human, and being human, being human. I don't have it in me, y'all, and I'm not. I'm not. You know, it makes you think about Malcolm X because those that know me, those that went to school with me, those that remember my teenage years, y'all think Michael Evans was a militant midget. Baby, I ain't play. I didn't play. I went through a phase where I thought I was Malcolm X. But I think I'm at the place where he was towards the end of his journey when he realized we don't have to be separate. We can serve God together. Um, and we'll be a fool to think we made it this far alone, y'all. There's been white people with us the whole way. Um, and that's not me taking it for anybody, okay? That's just me saying those babies didn't deserve to just die the way that they did. It was very much so preventable, especially for the younger children. Um, I'm sure, they never expected it. They said that it's been 100 years since. The fact that it happened early morning around the 4th of July, I see all the symbolisms. I do. I do. But you know how your mom, or for me, my grandmother would always say, it's just a time and a place for everything. She would say, it's just a time and a place for everything. And never celebrate another man's downfall, even if it's your enemy. That's how I feel. That's how I was raised to feel. That's how I feel. So I don't see them as rich little kids who, oh well, no. I still see them as children. I still see them as children. But I guess I can see it that way too because there was a time my son went away to camp in Kentucky, a majority white camp, but we were at a multicultural church. The first 2 years, the militant in me was like, no. Until I see some people on that field that look like mine, and mine is not going to be the first one to break the mold. He is not going to be the token. No. Then my son said, Mama, why is it I can hang with them here, but I can't go to Kentucky? I said, son, that's a different beast up there. But I had to trust God. I had to trust his godmom who was going to be there. I had to trust the process. And my son loved it. After that, I think he did another 2, maybe 3 years. And I know that him attending that Christian camp and having that experience has helped shape him. So I'm not built that way. You don't have to come over here to remind me that it's a sundown town. I'm still going to pray for them. You don't have to come over here to remind me that they still hang ropes from trees to scare people. I don't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, some children lost their lives, and it was unnecessary. And my heart goes out to those kids and their parents. Because guess what? It don't matter how rich their parents are, they can't pay to get their kid back. Grief is grief, baby. I said grief is grief. Grief is grief, baby. No matter rich or poor, it hurts. And some pain, the pain of losing a child, it's universal. So I'm not built that way. So if you think that I'm gonna speak negatively of the babies, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. If you think that I'm a talk crazy about the parents, say this is what they deserve, I'm not. I'm not gonna give that satisfaction because the truth is those babies didn't deserve that. But I'm not God, you know. But they didn't deserve that. And then this is so much so Trinity still hasn't been found. The little black girl that got pulled away in the riptide in the Gulf Coast. I think it was Destin, Florida. She's still not been found either. Dive teams were coming together to try to help find her too. It's a fly in here and it's about to. Oh Jesus! Can I stand it? North Carolina. They say the town that flooded in North Carolina has a rich history in racism. It's a sundown town. So I don't have the authority to say anything is God's wrath. I don't. I'm not God. And I wish we realized as humans that we hold on, y'all about to see my stash. You know, try to get me in trouble. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't rejoice. My heart grieves for those days in a way that I just never expected. In a way that I never expected. And I still pray for the surviving campers, both male and female. Um, 'Cause they got a long road ahead of them, you know? They do. They got a long road ahead of them. You have some people who still hadn't settled from Hurricane Katrina. So we get it. It's a long road ahead. Just pray. Pray. Coffee this morning, of course, is Starbucks. Because I have a barista in my home, duh. Um, Maybe I could have took the brush to the side for this hell, but didn't. I got edge. I got edge. Um, Why y'all let me be so silly? Oh Jesus. Um, yeah, a lot of this morning. But that was just on my heart because I don't know, it's like everybody's so caught up with the fact that this administration, da 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 da, blah blah. Yeah, we dealt with this man for 4 years before. He's 45, 47. We can deal with him. This this is not the end of the world. However, can we just focus on the things that needs to be focused on? Because complaining about him makes no sense. He's in the office now. The Bible says pray for him. That's all you can do. But in the meantime, in between time, find your peace and eliminate those that's disrupting it. Especially on social media. And I ain't talking about it in life, but on social media, you ain't gotta argue back and forth with these for what? You got people that literally sit up and wait so they can argue all day about whatever their point is, um, or their stance is. Man, I ain't got okay. Okay. Wait, my nerves sit up. Mm-mm. I can't do it. So, that was my rant for the morning, I guess. I don't even know if it was a rant, but yeah. Like I said, you can call me whatever you want, but you're not gonna catch me speaking disparagingly about those babies, or even the town for that matter. You don't kick a man while he's down, even if the man will kick you while he's down. You don't do it. Because what I saw yesterday when that brother was putting gas in his car and it was a little white boy and he helped him and them handing out equipment. Yeah. So I don't know what God is doing. This is his world. I'm just in it. And like I told a lady on Facebook, she was like, thank you so much for just seeing them as our children. They are our children. Like I told old girl I cussed out yesterday. Hell, be it my child, your child. Don't come up in here asking about nobody's children. You messed up in real life. For real. And it ain't no gangster in me talking. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. um, hmm. Other than that, I'm happy that again today my pain is minimal. I don't remember what the number was yesterday, but when I say 3, yeah, I'm really not feeling much of anything. Like, do I know it's there? Yeah. Um, but it's just another possible day of basking in it. But I'm not finna let that heat take me out. My husband went to the picnic. When he came back to the picnic, you could see the heat exhaustion. I was really concerned about him. So y'all be careful out in this heat, okay? And especially if you ain't got no AC. If you ain't got no AC, sit down. Get you some blackout curtains. Get you some fans and stay on the floor, okay? That's the honest to God's truth. And don't let them children open up that door. Don't be going in and out. Mm-mm. It's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all can't believe this. I did 40 whole minutes by myself and I ain't about to go to work because I'm still in my session. I'm still in my session. But I didn't check my advanced settings. And I really don't want to touch nothing on here because I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it's on. Yep, it's on. I just learned something though. Look at me. Shoot, I want to try something else, but and then what is? Oh, that's the mute button. Duh. Flip the camera. Turn the camera off. So in this mode, I can only talk. I can't. If someone comes in and type, I can't respond back to them typing. YouTube, you need to fix that because what if the person that's watching me um can only uh is hearing impaired? I mean, I guess the captions may come across the screen, but if not, then how can I respond to them from this mode with my phone? YouTube, fix that. Yeah, what is that retouch button for? You gotta know. Nobody know. Mm. Y'all going to church this morning? It's 10:40 here. Probably should have. This is just day two of me feeling pretty good. And then crazy enough, last night I did start hurting and had to take an ibuprofen, which is probably why I feel like a three this morning too, because it's probably still. So I just thought about that because I took it like 3, 4 in the morning. So yeah, that's why my pain level of three. I'm sitting here talking. I don't really feel nothing. I'm about a three. I forgot all about that 800 milligram ibuprofen I took this early this morning. So that number may not be valid, but that 10 is valid, baby. It was a 10 yesterday. It's a 10 today. It was a 10 all day yesterday. And today, not only is it a 10, but I've been in control. I've had so many things come at me today, and it's only 10:41, and I still have joy. Hey, yeah, because I'm responsible for my happiness. Now, let me tell y'all what had happened. Ooh, okay, let me tell y'all what happened. So my husband, he takes baby girl every morning to get hash browns. When she wake up and she's hungry, she goes hash browns. First thing she wants. Well, today was gonna be hash browns. So my husband comes home from that trip with hash browns. Excuse me. He comes in the house. Why the hell is there a black kitten on my porch? I'm like, what? Glasses ain't on. And let me see, baby. I don't see nothing. I see me, or shall I say the silhouette of me? Like I can see my mouth, my nose, my eyes. All that not clear. I know there's some writing. What is that? I don't know. I can see the colors, all that. Baby, I can't see. So I had to grab these glasses. You know, if you wear glasses, if you didn't sleep with them, the first thing you do in the morning is put them on. You ever had an inhale to just take you by surprise? That's what just happened. Okay, back to the story. Why in the hell is there a cat on the porch? And why they always coming here? I know that heifer was pregnant. I know she was gonna do it. Now, mind you, this is the neighborhood cat. If you go back a few lives, not a few, but some lives, you're gonna hear me talking to a cat. Um, it's gonna be one of my evening lives. It's still up. Hadn't put it down. You're gonna hear me talking to a cat, and you're gonna hear me tell her, go find somewhere else. Don't bring them children over here. Don't do it. Well, got a black cat on my kitten on my porch this morning. But not only that, so my husband's freaking out. I'm like, let me get some gloves. Because 9 times out of 10, under the cat had to have fleas, tick something. Um, and he was going to take it back to the field. Y'all, if I see that cat splattered across the concrete, I'm not going to be okay. So I go get my gloves, go get the cat. I'm looking at the cat. I was like, I saw a tick. I'm like, the cat has some ticks, the cat has some fleas. You know, we need to, is there some done? Some, my husband give me for telling on him, but I don't care because I just cannot believe how he acted this morning. So I said, "Can you get me the done just so I can try to get the fleas off of her real quick?" We ain't got too much done. Yeah, when I say he said that, and you see how straight, we don't have that much done. So he did go get some flea and tick spray that we already have because, of course, we have dogs, right? So he did spray the kitten down. Let's give him, thank you, baby. Once kitten is sprayed down, I turn around. He's walking down the street with the kitten. Where are you going? Oh, we got to go in and stay here for protect the. I'm like, it's gonna die. Bring it back. I can call coach. Just give me 1 minute. So I'm holding the cat and I'm just looking, trying to make sure about the fleas, rubbing the stuff in that he sprayed. Let me take back before he walking off, rubbing stuff in that he sprayed. And the cat's stomach, kitten stomach is a little fat to me, so I'm concerned about possible. I don't even know if kids get worms or whatever, but something or whatever. But the way she looked at me, she's looking in my eyes and she's just, yeah, like she's really something. I'm like, I know, baby. There's nothing I can do. Like that man said, not to do. Hello, I did not mean to do that, but I did. I end up um, declining it. He'll call my husband. He'll call my husband. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see the word in my face, huh? My other brother is with him, and so he gets him on the weekend. Um, he's okay. He's okay. If he's not okay, they'll call my husband, and that's the way it needs to go. Um, for my sanity, but he's okay. I know he's okay. So back to the kitten. She's just the most beautiful green eyes, completely back, big old ears, very long. She looks very much like a black Siamese kitten because even the tail is long. And so, with the Siamese, well, I don't know if y'all know, but I would totally keep her. She wouldn't be an inside cat, but I would totally keep her. My husband is like, no. So, right, said. So the cat is like, yeah. And so me and the cat having a full conversation. I'm talking eye to eye, words to words. So I'm talking. The cat is meow, meow. And I was like, but I know. And she done stretched all out. I said, and I see your belly. And now she's like, meow, meow. I was like, so I know, is it hurting? I'm touching it. And mine came and snatched it. He said, Dr. Doolittle. And mine said, Dr. Doolittle. Snatched the cat up out my hand so fast. When I tell you, not only was we were towards the back of the driveway near the shed, not only not only had he made it out the gate, the man was almost at the corner and I'm screaming, baby, wait, let me call coach. How coach get put in this was the first person that came to mind for cats. Because he has a lot of them. So I said, let me call coach. Let me call coach. Hey Orlando, how are you? I said, let me call coach. So I called coach. I'm like, Coach, I need your help. Um, I got a kitten. It gotta go, but it's very pretty. I don't want to get hurt. We got a lot of loose dogs. Da da da. Da. So, um, Coach wife looks at it and is looking at the cat. We're on FaceTime now, and she was like, "Oh, ow!" Coach was like, "Nope, no, you will not." So I didn't realize that calling Coach was gonna put him in the same predicament as my husband. So kitchen is on my porch currently, and a carrier because to put that kitten in a kennel, I don't have the closed-in kennels. I only do crates, and so um, I just figure a cat could get out of a crate. I don't know if they can. Or not. I didn't even want to put it to a test because she's very narrow and long. Um, so I put her inside the my dog's carrier and gave her some water and a toy is in there with her. And she's having the time of her life, like using the top of because it's net all around the thing. So she's using it as a jungle gym. So I go to my windows to check on her. She hanging upside down and thing like a little monkey. And I'm like, you doing okay? Yeah, why? She like, yeah, 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 talking back to me. So needless to say, I just call me Animal Whisperer. Just call me Animal Whisperer. Please hit the like button if you haven't. That would be such a blessing on this morning. Yeah, nothing irritates me more than getting towards the end and start falling apart. But I feel like these were old. They had to be. They had to be. But she's the sweetest thing, y'all. I promise. I probably would have kept her. I don't know nothing about cats or kittens, but they're good to have around. And with all the lizards and not lizards, yeah, geckos and wildlife we have out there, we need a kid. I never would have thought I'd be okay with a black cat. That cat is so beautiful, y'all. Oh my God. I didn't even think about it. I got a friend I need to call. I'm going to text her and ask her, does she want to add to her collection? I was trying to do my hours so Gio wouldn't be like I be, No, I got
It don't matter. Gio gonna talk about us anyway.
Gio be checking both of us.
Anyway, I ain't know you be checking.
No, well, he checked us yesterday. Yeah. I just told the kitten story. Because you just don't know, baby. I'm still laughing at you. By the time the kitten, I'm like, I know. But I can't, I mean, me and the kitten, eye to eye contact. I know, the kitten is talking to me and I understand. And I'm talking back. And I was like, I see your belly. Da, da, da. That man said, hold on, Dr. Doolittle. Instead of getting in my hand so fast. Y'all, Shed is in the back of the girl. That man was almost hit the next street. I said, poor little thing. I would have kept her too.
The hell you would have.
I probably would have.
If you're single and you had to, okay.
Yeah. She wouldn't be inside though. I would have to learn how to have her
I don't really
outside.
care because you talking about a life without me.
No. So no life without you, so the cat had to go.
Glad we understand.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta go.
Cat gotta go. Well, pretty self.
Tune in, coach. Where you at?
Boy. And then so Coach texts since I'm looking through my rescues, um, and he sent me Memphis Animal Shelter. I know Memphis Animal Shelter will take the cat, but we have to take the cat to the shelter. I would be okay with it, but I can't drive. I haven't driven in 2 years now. 3 years now. He's very yeah, and also because the cat has fleas, and he said when he got that much done, which that's a lie. That's a lie. He just didn't want to waste his done on that cat, but I would feel better transporting the cat if I could at least bathe the cat to get the fleas and stuff off the cat. Um, but Coach wife, after Coach done told her, she was like, "Well, she couldn't even get, I'll take it out." Like she couldn't get. She said, nope, 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 no, you won't. Let me call around with some people." I didn't realize I put him in the same situation as my husband, and then I said, I know about the Memphis Animal Shelter. I said, but my husband not finna waste his gas to take the cat out there. So his wife said, tell him I'll cash up him $10. I said, no, you don't understand. He doesn't want the cat in his vehicle at all. Coach text back told us some. I understand. I don't know where this thing with me and animals come from. Probably that only child thing where you have to find things to talk to. Michael had Ben. Ain't nobody thought that was
He
crazy.
wasn't no only child.
But he felt like it because they didn't understand him. Want he the baby?
No.
Janet the baby?
Yes.
Is he next to the baby? You the baby boy?
I think he is definitely the baby.
You see? Mm.
So
But I don't know what it was. Just the way that cat. I would have. I ain't gonna hold you. It's just the way she looked at me in my eyes. She got the most beautiful eyes. She looks like a Siamese cat.
y'all, it's just the same way that the other cat looked in her eyes. Garfield. Just the way the other cat looked in her eyes. Pause. Just the way the other cat looked in her eyes.
Catalina.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody is obviously telling somebody this is the place to come to if you want to be rescued.
I had Callie, Calico. She was a calico. Is it calico colored?
Yeah.
But then we found out she's not calico. It's abstract. How about that? But she's so beautiful. But they said she is a terror. See, this cat here is not gonna be a terror. I can tell you that right now.
She can't. She won't be able to tell you that. I can assure you.
I'm gonna reach out to Tasha and see if she wanted to. I know she'll come get her if she wanted. She already got three. Why not add a fourth black one to it? And all three of them black.
I don't know. It's 11 o'clock and I'm feeling bamboozled.
What you feeling like
Like you and Coach conspiring.
to do what? Get me
I
to take it to the animal shelter?
don't know.
I'm not driving.
Don't worry about it.
But
12 o'clock. Okay, go.
right, it's 12 o'clock. Cat is gone. I don't even know. I didn't even name her. So, and I'm just lying. Think a bit. I always have to give him a name. Tinkerbell. Because she's so freaking tiny. But she is so long with the biggest set of ears. Um, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just been chilling. No, thank y'all. And for those of you that pop in and pop out, I appreciate it. Can y'all on the replay crew though hit the like one? Cause ain't nobody hit the like button while I've been here this whole time. I don't even know what that's about. But I do appreciate my replay crew. Y'all be coming through for real. I be like, hey y'all, hey, dang, wish y'all was here to talk to me. But I do appreciate it more than y'all know. More than y'all know. But yeah, we gotta get a little kitten up out of here. Well, I don't know. I do know. Just my Texas shelter. Because I can't keep it. She's so sweet though. Sweet little thing. Them claws, baby. They're no joke. And also I wouldn't trust Dizzy with a cat to save my life. I that I wouldn't trust. So and not so much Dizzy harming the cat, but Dizzy inappropriately touching the cat and the cat harming Dizzy. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But y'all, I feel like I've shared everything I wanted to get off my chest. Yeah, it was just mainly about that. Because, all children matter to me. And you want to know why? I'm going to tell you a story. It's actually one of my trauma stories. So I'm not going to go into full detail. But what I would say is my mom and dad were having a really bad fight. And the downstairs neighbors and their daughter consoled me. The father went upstairs, and that's how things ended. I probably was 8. So the experience that everybody else had, I don't have. And don't get me wrong, have I been faced with racism? Yes, yes. Maybe one time I stood in line for school choice, which I did it for my kids all the time, no big deal, right? Because you're gonna make sure they go to the best school. Well, I'm standing in line with my baby, my youngest daughter, who, mind you, had surgery at 8 days old, was born at 35.5 weeks. The news stated, "Come now." So when I get there, I'm like maybe third or third to the seventh person in line. But it's also very cold outside. And I tell the lady, I said, there's chairs in there, and I need to get inside and sit down with my child until my turn comes. And the lady told me to get back in line. I said, ma'am, I think you may have misunderstood what I'm saying. I have a child that cannot be out here in the cold. I'm going to go inside and sit down until my number is called. She proceeds to tell me that I'm going to wait until um, they are situated. Now, mind you, me sitting in that chair and me getting my baby inside where there's some heat had nothing to do with them getting situated. But what I learned about this system is they don't know nothing about disability rights. They don't know nothing about ADA. They don't know nothing about any of that. And they should, right? Because they don't. Um, yeah. So the lady came up to me and said, why can't you act civilized like everyone else? Now, mind you, I hadn't raised my voice. I hadn't disrespected her. I hadn't called her out her name. I simply explained what the situation was. The news stated come. Oh. She said you should have found someone to watch your baby before you came here because there's typically always a line or something. I said, ma'am, the news said come now. So I didn't have time to find anyone. Now, mind you, this is me still answering her questions. So after I had an answer for every question that she asked, she then goes on to ask, why can't you just be civilized like everyone else? Our conversation is done. I got my baby in my hand. She couldn't even respect that. So I go around her, go to someone else that looks like me, and tell them exactly what the situation is. Doors open. I'm sitting down. My daughter is in a better space. You would think the lady would have left me alone. Absolutely not. At that point, she had to prove that she was right when it wasn't even anything to prove at all. Um, and it just almost became a situation where she was picking. So much so to the point that I said, ma'am, I'ma just respectfully, and I said it loud enough for people to hear me, ask you to back away from me and leave me alone as I have my daughter with me and no one else. And so I have to pay great attention to her and her needs. That was my way of saying, get out my face, because I ain't got nobody to hold my baby or to make sure my baby good. Because otherwise, I will mollywop. Hmm. Hmm. That was the first time that I really encountered. Yeah, not the only time. Definitely the first. But I'm gonna always be the change I want to see. I am. I am. I'm always meet people where they are. I'm always meet people with grace. And I can only hope and pray that people do the same. I am sick of it myself though. Something about some I'm paying the 3. Y'all, I forgot all about it. I woke up to take medicine. The craziness of it all. The craziness of it all. I feel all right. Y'all feel all right? Hmm. Think y'all can go on about your day? Get some things accomplished? I pray so. And y'all don't let the world turn you evil. Don't. Mm-mm. Don't do it. If it ain't who you are, don't do it. Now, if it is who you are, I can't. I can't. But anyway, I've been on longer than I expected. Geo can't say I didn't stay today. I almost did. Shoot, I almost did 1:30. Um, let me just boy, won't we stretch some? A whole extra 11 minutes. But anyway, um, yeah, I feel good. I've socialized. This is my socialization. Um, I can definitely tell this is helping. Even with my anxiety and going out and speaking with people, this is helping a lot. I didn't realize how bad having C-19 long haulers would affect me. Um, and the sad part is there's people that I talk to almost on a daily basis that's had it, that's experienced the same symptoms that I am, and are pushing, still going to work, still. I, I don't know how. I don't know how. But I guess, you know, I don't know. I will say some were blessed, you know. I ain't never in a million years would have thought they would have sent an oxygen tank. I mean, what? Like the one that make that noise in the middle of the night, the one my brother had for 10 years of his life. I now have to put this on because what again? It did what to my lungs? My O2 is doing what at night? Wow, dropping while sleeping. All because of that funky ass virus. Yeah. So I make no pity parties about it. It's life. It's life. We're gonna figure it out. I mean, prayerfully, I can be one of those that. Hey, my grandma made it to 94. I'm trying to reach 100. So prayerfully, I can be one of those that, later in life or whatever, can help. I don't know. I don't know because there are so many people out here still suffering. Y'all, hold on, because my dog is gonna keep. All right, no. You just have to hear my voice. Why I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. If I could summarize all of what I said and just honestly my entire thoughts about everything, there's no amount of money in the world um that can take away grief. There's no amount of money in the world that can take away that emptiness in your heart, that feeling in the pit of your stomach due to the loss of a child. No amount of money. So when we make statements like Did you know that for each one of those girls to be at that camp, it was $5,000? Because their family is rich. Okay, Job was rich. Look what all he went through. That was for the conservatives. My heart is still going out to those in Texas, North Carolina, New Mexico, and any other area that I may be unaware of due to flooding. Um, understand that we are in hurricane season, or yeah. When does it end, y'all? Does it like end in November? I'm not sure, but yeah, it's. Mm. So yeah, let me tell you this, and then I can go. Um, this new song by God, I think something Bishops or something, but if you're gonna love me, baby, love me for real. Baby, I love this song. Love me. I love it. Love me for real. Yeah, because I go check that out. Be with me for real. Yeah, I love that song. I said, come on, boy. Now, I don't know who the boy is, but I like the song. Whew. Now, y'all know I'm going to make these lip gloss, or what's it, my lip gloss pop. But anywho, honestly, thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just for taking the time out with me today on this Sunday. Could have been anywhere else. So those of you on the replay game, please hit the like button. Feel free to come in. I do chat back. Y'all don't even know it, but I do. Um, just don't come in there with nothing crazy, Christina. Baby, you don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I get excited when I hear bitch from Memphis. Mhm. So on that note, have an amazing Sunday. Sending lots of love, joy, peace, and blessings your way. Remember, you, baby, and only you are responsible for your happiness. All right, cool beans. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye. If you're gonna love me.